This little dog was born to be an escape artist. He swung his little paws with all his might to dig a hole, throwing dirt into the air, instantly attracting the attention of the other dogs. But a stone blocked his way, making all his efforts go to waste. He tried several more spots, but his owner had placed stones underneath, so there was no way out. The other dogs quickly lost patience, yawning as they watched, but the little dog had no intention of giving up. He dug out dozens of holes. Finally, he started digging just 20 centimeters from where the stone blocked, and miraculously bypassed the obstacle. The hole he dug led to freedom, even when locked in a tightly sealed cell. Unable to escape through his usual digging, the dog would use his sharp instincts to find a gap in the roof. He first climbed into the cupboard, then crawled up onto the table. From there, he scrambled up to the top of the cupboard, accidentally knocking over a row of glass jars. He jumped onto the rafters, strolling leisurely in the air. Finally, he squeezed out through the roof's ventilation hole. But the dog didn't escape for freedom. He dashed into the wilderness, taking a shortcut to catch up with the sled dog team led by his owner, swearing to make them pay dearly. He first disrupted the once orderly sled team, turning it into chaos, then led the other dogs to chase reindeer. For some reason, the usually obedient sled dogs followed this little dog's commands without hesitation. They ran wild after the reindeer, until they completely lost control and tossed their owner into a river. When the owner finally managed to get out, the little dog wagged its tail, with a look of challenge in its eyes. Seeing this wild dog was beyond saving, the man sold it cheaply to a family several dozen kilometers away, hoping for some peace. But days later, while training the sled dogs as usual, he suddenly heard two familiar barks from the mountaintop. The dog had miraculously escaped again, and somehow managed to return from the city dozens of kilometers away. The man was stunned. When the dog sprinted up from the mountain and reached him, he noticed the dog's front paws were bleeding. The man was deeply moved. He wanted to carry the dog and let it rest on the seat, but to his surprise, the little dog wasn't grateful. Instead, it went to the front of the team and tried to become the lead dog. Unexpectedly, the dog was quite ambitious. So, the man, curious to see what would happen, placed the dog at the back of the line, letting it experience the role of a sled dog, and warned it, if it didn't obey, the big dogs nearby would teach it a lesson. Sure enough, the dog immediately behaved, but soon after, it used an unexpected method to coordinate with the other dogs. During training, the man was shocked to discover how incredibly fast the dog was. He moved it up one row in the team. After a long run, the other dogs were panting and exhausted, but the little dog still had plenty of energy. Like an unstoppable warrior, the man then knew for sure, this dog was made for sledding. On the return trip, the dog was assigned the lead dog position. This once wild escape artist had finally proven himself with his strength. He wasn't just an ordinary dog, he was a natural leader. The man couldn't wait to tell his wife. He specially gave him the name Togo, which means admiral in Japanese. From then on, under the man's careful training, Togo gradually grew into an outstanding lead dog. In a sled dog competition held in their small town, he dominated all the other competitors and won the championship. From then on, Togo continued to win, becoming an unshakable legend in the sled dog world.